We are told in the Bible that God gave King Solomon, who reigned over Israel between 1070 to 1030 BC, wisdom and a breadth of understanding as measureless as the sand on the seashore. Solomon's wisdom was greater, the Bible says, than the wisdom of all the men of the East. He was wiser than any other man. Men of all nations came to listen to Solomon's wisdom, sent by all the kings of the world who had heard of his wisdom. In this short chapter, we give a few of Solomon's proverbs taken from the Bible. These proverbs, written 3,000 years ago, are still quoted often in the world of today. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth. Whoever listens to me will live securely and be free from the fear of danger. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and don't reject your mother's teaching. The Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. Think about him in all your ways, and he will guide you on the right paths. Don't consider yourself to be wise. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Do not despise the Lord's instruction, my son, and do not loathe his discipline. For the Lord disciplines the one he loves, just as a father, the son he delights in. Happy is a man who finds wisdom and who acquires understanding. Long life is in her right hand, in her left riches and honor. The path of the righteous is like the light of dawn, shining brighter and brighter until midday. But the way of the wicked is like the darkest gloom. They don't know what makes them stumble. Guard your heart above all else, for it is the source of life. A man's ways are before the Lord's eyes, and he considers all his paths. A wicked man's iniquities entrap him. He is entangled in the ropes of his own sin. He will die because there is no instruction, and be lost because of his great stupidity. 6 things the Lord hates. In fact, 7 are detestable to him: arrogant eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that plots wicked schemes, feet eager to run to evil, a lying witness who gives false testimony, and one who stirs up trouble among brothers. The one who commits adultery lacks sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. He will get a beating and dishonor, and his disgrace will never be removed. Accept my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is better than precious stones, and nothing desirable can compare with it. Don't rebuke a mocker, or he will hate you. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love you. A wise heart accepts commands, but foolish lips will be destroyed. Hatred stirs up conflicts, but love covers all offenses. The one who follows instruction is on the path to life, but the one who rejects correction goes astray. When there are many words, sin is unavoidable, but the one who controls his lips is wise. When pride comes, disgrace follows, but with humility comes wisdom. When the wicked dies, his expectation comes to nothing, and hope placed in wealth vanishes. A gossip goes around revealing a secret, but the trustworthy keeps a confidence. Without guidance, people fall, but with many counselors, there is deliverance. A kind man benefits himself, but a cruel man brings disaster on himself. A beautiful woman who rejects good sense is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. One person gives freely, yet gains more. Another withholds what is right only to become poor. A fool's way is right in his own eyes, but whoever listens to counsel is wise. There is one who speaks rashly, like a piercing sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue only a moment. The one who walks with the wise will become wise, but a companion of fools will suffer harm. The one who will not use the rod hates his son, but the one who loves him disciplines him diligently. A mocker seeks wisdom and doesn't find it, but knowledge comes easily to the perceptive. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death. The inexperienced believe anything, but the sensible watch their steps. There is profit in all hard work, but endless talk leads only to poverty. A patient person shows great understanding, but a quick-tempered one promotes foolishness. A tranquil heart is life to the body, but jealousy is rottenness to the bones. The one who oppresses the poor insults their maker, but one who is kind to the needy honors him. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, observing the wicked and the good. A man takes joy in giving an answer, and a timely word, how good that is. The fear of the Lord is wisdom's instruction, and humility comes before honor. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. A rebuke cuts into a perceptive person more than 100 lashes into a fool. Even a fool is considered wise when he keeps silent, discerning when he seals his lips. A fool does not delight in understanding, but only wants to show off his opinions. The one who gives an answer before he listens, this is foolishness and disgrace for him. A person with great anger bears the penalty. If you rescue him, you'll have to do it again. It is honorable for a man to resolve a dispute, but any fool can get himself into a quarrel. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure, I am cleansed from my sin? All the ways of a man seem right to him, but the Lord evaluates the motives. A sensible person sees danger and takes cover, but the inexperienced keep going and are punished. Teach a youth about the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Foolishness is tangled up in the heart of a youth. The rod of discipline will drive it away from him. Don't make friends with an angry man, and don't be a companion of a hot-tempered man, or you will learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has conflicts? Who has complaints? Who has wounds for no reason? Who has red eyes? Those who linger over wine, those who go looking for mixed wine. A wise warrior is better than a strong one, and a man of knowledge than one of strength. Though a righteous man falls 7 times, he will get up, but the wicked will stumble into ruin. Don't say, I'll do to him what he did to me. I'll repay the man for what he has done. A ruler can be persuaded through patience, and a gentle tongue can break a bone. Seldom set foot in your neighbor's house, otherwise he'll get sick of you and hate you. Don't answer a fool according to his foolishness, or you'll be like him yourself. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool repeats his foolishness. In his own eyes, a slacker is wiser than 7 men who can answer sensibly. A passerby who meddles in a quarrel that's not his is like one who grabs a dog by the ears. Like a madman who throws flaming darts and deadly arrows, so is the man who deceives his neighbor and says, I was only joking. A lying tongue hates those it crushes, and a flattering mouth causes ruin. Let another praise you, and not your own mouth, a stranger, and not your own lips. Fury is cruel, and anger is a flood, but who can withstand jealousy? An endless dripping on a rainy day and a nagging wife are alike. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. Hell and destruction are never satisfied, and people's eyes are never satisfied. Silver is tested in a crucible, gold in a smelter, and a man by the praise he receives. The wicked flee when no one is pursuing them, but the righteous are as bold as a lion. The one who conceals his sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and renounces them will find mercy. One who rebukes a person will later find more favor than one who flatters with his tongue. One who becomes stiff-necked after many reprimands will be broken suddenly and without a remedy. A rod of correction imparts wisdom, but a youth left to himself is a disgrace to his mother. A person's pride will humble him, but a humble spirit will gain honor. The fear of man is a snare, but the one who trusts in the Lord is protected. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their efforts. For if either falls, his companion can lift him up. But pity the one who falls without another to lift him up. And if somebody overpowers one person, two can resist him. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. The one who loves money is never satisfied with money, and whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with income. It is better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of feasting, since that is the end of all mankind, and the living should take it to heart. Grief is better than laughter, for when a face is sad, a heart may be glad. It is better to listen to rebuke from a wise person than to listen to the song of fools. For like the crackling of burning thorns under the pot, so is the laughter of the fool. And I find more bitter than death the woman who is a trap, her heart a net, and her hands chains. The one who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner will be captured by her. Because the sentence against a criminal act is not carried out quickly, therefore the heart of people is filled with the desire to commit crime. However, it will not go well with the wicked, and they will not lengthen their days like a shadow, for they are not reverent before God. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner can destroy much good. Dead flies make a perfumer's oil ferment and stink, so a little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. What does a man get with all his work and all his efforts that he labors with under the sun? For all his days are filled with grief, and his occupation is sorrowful. Even at night his mind does not rest. This too is futile. When all has been heard, the conclusion of the matter is, fear God and keep His commands, because this is for all humanity. For God will bring every act to judgment, including every hidden thing, whether good or evil.